I don't have time. There's no way I can do these things. I don't have time. I'm going to give you guys 3 ways and 3 ideals to follow to help you make better time in your day. These are things that I've been starting to implement in my own life, and I wanted to share with you guys as well because I've seen some success in them. I've studied a lot, I've learned a lot, and these have been helping me out a lot recently, and I want to share them with you guys. So, how do you make time in your own life? 3 things. Number 1, put it on your calendar. This is real straightforward. We go to work all the time. I know you guys are at work and you have meetings on your calendar and you say, oh, I can't do something. I have this meeting. I have to go to this thing. It's on my calendar. Do that in your personal life. And I don't mean just like, oh, we're going to go to this party, or, oh, we have this event, or we have tickets to go to a thing. Schedule time for yourself. Schedule time to say, I want to go read a book for 20 minutes a night. Put that on your calendar. And when it comes up, say, hey, I can't do XYZ right now. I have something on my calendar. It's also really, it sounds kind of shady, but it's a good excuse too if you need to get out of something like, oh, I have something else on my calendar already. But in all seriousness, we can do it at work. Do it in your own life as well. If something is important to you and you want to set it aside, put it in your calendar. I started doing this myself with going to the gym in the morning. I remember to put in my calendar to make sure I go to the gym. That's where I just finished the gym now. It's early in the morning. It's not even 7 a.m. yet. I already went to the gym. It was on my calendar. I did it. This actually really goes well into the second idea too. So when you're putting things on your calendar, how do you schedule your calendar? This is something I learned from Ali Abdaal, who's a big productivity, some would call him a guru, but a big productivity nut on YouTube and online. And I've been following him for a long time, learning a lot from him. Something that I took away from him is kind of 2 ideas. It's the ideal day and the ideal week. Pretty much what you do is take your favorite calendar app or just even a sheet of paper. You'll notice this is a common thing. Most of the solutions to your problems start with just a blank sheet of paper. But take even a blank sheet of paper and just say, my day. I know the things that I have to go do. I know I have to go to work. I know I have to go to sleep. I know I have to do this. What would your ideal day look like? And just write it down. You want to go to the gym, you want to go exercise, or you have to go to work. Do you want to spend time reading? Do you want to spend time with your family? From the time you wake up to the time that you want to go to sleep, say 0 to N, allocate your time. And you start to realize, there's some things that don't fit. There's some things I should shift around. Maybe if I wake up half an hour earlier, I get a little more time. But if you think about what your ideal day is like, it starts to look not too hard. I'll give you a good example from my own life. I struggled with this for a long time I'm here now, trying to go to the gym. How do I make time in my own life to go do this? So I took out a sheet of paper and said, I used to love going to the gym first thing in the morning. I go, well, let me put that on there. Let me say the gym opens at, 5 a.m., early as could be, but opens up at 5 a.m. Let me just put on the calendar that I want to go to the gym at 5:30 to about 6:30. And then that gives me time I put on the next block is go home, get ready for work, help my son, help my wife and my son get ready for school, and then go to work. And then I have time to come home. And then things started to actually look not too bad. I was able to figure out a way that I could get up in the morning, go to my workout, go to work, spend time with my family, get stuff done around the house. And it started to all fall into place. Because what most people don't realize is that when you leave too much open space in your calendar, as humans, we are just these meat bags of emotions, and we love to just dive into things that are unnecessary. If you look at your phone, I guarantee you waste a ton of time on stupid apps, on social media. But if you schedule your time and say, well, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C in this time frame, you actually go do it. If you put it in your calendar, you go do it. So build your ideal day and see how far off it is from your current day, how you execute it today. You might be surprised that they're not too far off. And spend time. Life is just one big experiment. Make micro adjustments. Figure out what works, what doesn't work. Make changes. Clean things up. You'll figure it out. And when something doesn't work or a pop-up happens, that's okay. Not every day is going to be perfect. But schedule your time, find your ideal day, and go execute. And once you have your ideal day, start to build your ideal week. For most people, like myself and others out there, Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday look pretty similar because of work. But then you can still spend time on the weekends of saying, oh, well, I still want to go exercise, or I want to go to do something every weekend. All right, put it on your calendar. Again, just like topic number 1, put it on your calendar. Number 2 is build your ideal day or ideal week and go do it. Now, the third thing is a little bit different. It's this idea that I learned from Ed Mylett, who some of you might know. He has this concept of 3 days in a day. If you consider that your day is 24 hours, you could almost say, well, if I sleep for 6 hours, that gives me 18 hours left. That's 3 6-hour chunks. What if you treated those 3 6-hour chunks as separate days? An example might be the morning is time for exercise, health, wellness, whatever. The next 6 hours or 8 hours is work. And then your final 6 hours is relaxing time with your family. It's just a different little bit of a mindset shift to give you some clarity to what your day could be. So again, I'll pull from my own life. I split my days, not 6, 6, and 6, but it's kind of 3 hours in the morning for my health and fitness and getting ready for work and a little bit of time with my family. That's my first day. My next day, and then I have a clean break, mental break. I go to work and it's a shift. Then I go to work for so many hours a day. And then break, and then I come home, and I have my family time to do things around the house. But to me, those are 3 distinct days where I say I have this time, section A, section B, section C, and I schedule my time based on how my day is laid out. If you start to look at things like this, it fits in really well to your ideal work day or your ideal day and your ideal week. And just knowing that if you have something you want to do, put it on your calendar. Fit it in one of those 3 days. How can you space out your time, space out your day so you can use your time most effectively? So those are 3 things I've learned. Sorry if my voice is a little off this morning. Last night was a Super Bowl, and the Eagles won, and I lost my voice a little bit, so it's hurting this morning. But hopefully this came across okay. I really hope you guys enjoy this. This is truly something that's been helping me out a lot. And I'll give you one final word, too. One of the greatest benefits of all this, putting it in your calendar, identifying your ideal day, and splitting up your day into almost 3 days. The biggest benefit for me is I can put this in my calendar and I share it with my family so they know where I'm at any given time. And then during these hours, this is my time for work, or this is my time with you. This is my time before you guys wake up that I take care of my health and fitness. Not only does it set kind of goals and outlines for yourself, but it's a really good way to share with the rest of your family or your loved ones of where you are and why. I'll end with a quick story. A buddy of mine was telling me about how he started a new business and he has to travel a lot. He's driving back and forth to Delaware all the time for work. And his fiance at the time, they were arguing about it a lot and saying like, oh, you spend so much time working. Oh, I never know what's that. And I was like, hey, do you ever write it down and say, well, the reason why I do this is because I need to leave at this time. It takes me about an hour to get there. I work for so many hours. I come home and then, I drive home and then I'm home. He said, no, I've never done that before. I was like, you should try it. Simply just writing it down and communicating it with others and letting other people see kind of what's in your brain, but on paper so you can have a common reference point, gives a lot of clarity to our lives and your lives too. So again, even something as simple as that. So he took this home, I haven't heard him complain about it since, so hopefully it helped him at the time, but it's a really good way to understand your day and go forward to help other people understand your day and your priorities too. When you're in a certain time or in a certain part of your day or one of your 3 days in a 24-hour span, people know where you are, what you're doing, and what you're focusing on. And it's important for you and it's important for the world around you. So I hope this helps you guys out. This is stuff that I've been doing recently. If you know me, I'm a big productivity, efficiency nut. I love the idea of business growth and personal growth. So I like to share these things with you guys as I learn them and as I try them out too. This is one, again, that's helped me out recently, and I hope it helps you guys out too. Thanks again for joining. Hope you guys find value in this. Love to hear from you guys in the comments, like, share, whatever. Or let me know if there's something that's been bothering you with how you plan your day or how you schedule your time or how you grow. Please leave it down in the comments. I'd love to read it, help you guys out, share what I can, what I've learned over the years, and just be kind of like a good funnel from all the content and garbage that's on the internet and share things that have actually worked for me and, be realistic about what might be able to help you too. So thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon. Later guys. Go Birds.